What's up, guys? It's your boy TPP, and I'm back with that true crime talk, baby. Let's go. Before we jump into this topic, which is the topic for this video, obviously, seen the thumbnail. It's the summer whales. Before we jump into that, though, do me a huge favor, massive, huge favor, please. Can you smash that like? If you haven't already, come on, man. What are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe. Your boy ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna keep pumping these videos out. But it's kind of wrong if you're watching the content and you ain't subscribing. Come on. It's integrity, man. Do the right thing when nobody's watching. Come on. Please. Beg it. Thank you. Much love. All right, let's jump into it, guys. All right, guys. You guys know what today is. This is the 2-year mark since Summer went missing. And man, this case over the last 2 years has been, it's affected a lot of people, man. It has affected a lot of people. I came into it, I think it was about the 3-month mark that I heard about it. And I didn't even hear about it through a true crime channel. I actually heard about this case through Ryan Upchurch. If you don't know who Ryan Upchurch is, I don't even know. I don't know how you could not know who that gentleman is. But anyways, go search him up. You'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I learned about it through Ryan Upchurch, and dude, I over since then it's been crazy, guys. It has been a crazy, well, I guess crazy, 9 months. I mean, year and 9 months for me covering it, but it's crazy 2 years total. This case has had everything, right? We're talking about a little girl that went missing in Tennessee, right? Living in a holler in a very, off the beaten path type place. And from the jump, just nothing seemed right about it. Nothing seemed right about it. And there's so much. It's a rabbit hole. It's one of the biggest rabbit holes. Once you start researching it, if you have critical thinking, rational, thoughts, and you're of the right mind, and you can park your emotions. I mean, you're only gonna park your emotions so much, dude. This will get to your heart for sure. Especially if you're an adult that has children, or especially if you're an adult that has little girls. It'll hit you hard. But you start going down this rabbit hole of all the knowns, just the knowns, right? And I feel like the knowns, not the speculations, but the things that are actually known from, what law enforcement's put out, and you got to remember, guys, law enforcement only puts out like 5% of what they actually know. And what they do know paints this timeline, right? And it paints this narrative, and it all brings you back to the parents. It all brings you back to the parents. And if you go watch the interviews with the parents, the initial interviews, I'm not talking about all the YouTube crazy stuff. I'm talking about the straight up legitimate interviews with the parents that news stations did right at the jump off of this whole thing. And you look at the body language, and you add the knowns, the factual things that we do know for a fact from law enforcement, plus those interviews, and then do a little sleuthing to find out like the actual, legitimate evidence people have sleuthed up about these people. And it's hard. It's incredibly hard not to come back to them being involved. You know what I mean? It's impossible, really. It's impossible not to end up at the parents had something to do with it. Now, what exactly did they have to? I mean, how did it go down? None of us really know. We all have our speculations. There's a very small handful of creators left that are on the side of the parents. And I almost feel like a lot of those creators are doing it just hoping that these people confide in them, or they slip up in front of them and they get that gotcha, you know what I mean, information. And they're able to crack this case or turn something into law enforcement so that the case can be solved. And I kind of feel that way because you have to be straight up, absolutely low IQ, zero critical thinking to look at all the knowns, to watch these parents' interviews, both the first ones and then even the subsequent interviews they've done with YouTubers, to hear all the different narratives, the different stories, the change ups. It's like you have to be insane to think they had nothing to do with it. Because let's face it, if she'd have been abducted, which law enforcement says there's no signs of abduction, right? They would have tracked that. They had dogs that would have tracked that. They didn't. Law enforcement says there's no signs of abduction, right? And then if you were to want to dabble in the crazy speculations that she was sold by the parents, bro, I'm telling you right now, that information would have got leaked somehow, some way. There's no way that would have been hidden. Not with how much, dude. This case has gotten there's so much coverage. Over 2 years, somebody would have said something. And then if you want to add to it, there was like a $75,000 reward being given for this information, right? Now, that part of Tennessee, dude, 75,000 might not be a lot in big cities here in America, especially with inflation and all this crap that's going on. But dude, $75 out in a Tennessee holler, bro, that fixes some things for a lot of people. So, and the type of people that floated around these individuals, 75K, I'm telling you, is going to go a long way. Somebody would have said something. So for me, watching all the interviews, both with the news and with the YouTubers they've done interviews with, hearing all the different stories and this and that, hearing all the things that we know about the family and all the different relatives and just everything that's happened in their past, hearing all the crazy things that are going on with their neighbors. Shit, one of their neighbors just got a serious drug charge, bro. Talking them amphetamines, like that serious, right? Oh, they're skating on that ice serious. Man, I'm telling you right now, dude, one of these people would have said something already if it wasn't the parents. So to me, I'm still in the strong belief that something happened to that little girl, either out of neglect, like she was neglected and something happened to her, right? And they wanted to cover it up. And then, I mean, there's speculations that maybe possibly, something physical happened to her by one of the parents. And I'll let you're pretty sure most of you guys have been into this case. And if you haven't, I recommend that you go down the rabbit hole and see what you think. But I got a feeling either it was neglect by one of the parents or possibly a physical event by one of the parents that caused this little girl's demise, and they did something with her. That's my opinion, and it might piss some people off. Some people might not agree with me, but that's how I feel. Now, what was it that happened? What was the accident or what was the injury that she sustained? I couldn't tell you, but it's literally the only thing that makes sense. It's the only thing that makes sense, guys. It's just that's where it's all leading to. And to watch how the parents have acted since the beginning, all they've done was chase clout and YouTube fame. They haven't actually gone out and searched for their child, put up flyers. Like, dude, I'm telling you right now, one of my children goes missing on my property or in the area, bro, every freaking moment I have, I'm searching. I'm grid searching everything. I'm pretty sure most parents, that's how most sane, normal parents would do. You're gonna search. You're gonna search and you're gonna search and you're gonna search. I don't know. You'd have to really I don't know how you could convince me otherwise that they don't have something to do with it. I really don't. I mean, I haven't seen one thing that makes me feel like my suspicion's wrong. So, yeah, guys, I don't know, man. 2 years, 2 year mark. 2 freaking years. You got 2 years and you haven't did any substantial anything in this case as a parent to try to find your kid. Something ain't right there, man. Something is not right. But yeah, guys, I wanted to jump up here. There's a lot of people doing lives today. I've joined in on a couple of these lives, and everybody's remembering summer and kicking around ideas and speculations like usual on what might have happened to her. But all I'm saying is prayers to that little girl. I pray that she's, if I'm wrong, if we're all wrong that think that, something bad happened to her and they hit her and like they trigger warning, they disposed of her. If I'm wrong about that and she's still alive, I pray that she's found. But if she's not, I pray that justice is served upon the people that caused her to go missing. I truly do. And I feel like it's only a matter of time. I feel like it is. I just feel like we're going to see a conclusion of this. I don't think this is going to be one that isn't solved. How much time it's going to take, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But deep down inside, I feel like we're going to see a conclusion to this. I feel like everybody's efforts through the 2 years, everybody that isn't her parents, I feel like it's going to pay off. I truly do. Deep down in my heart, I do. I feel that. But yeah, guys, 2 years mark. The 2 year mark. I ain't got much else to say, guys. Besides, if you're coming across this and you've been following the case, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your thoughts are. I ain't gonna run nobody down if they have a different opinion than me. That's I don't do that. I definitely love to hear what your thoughts are. And if you don't know about this case, I have other videos. Go back into my I know I got a lot of videos, but go back in my videos and there's plenty I've done on summer. And there's a lot of other great content creators out there that have covered this case as well. But jump down this rabbit hole. And after you get down into it and you search around and you kind of get your opinions, come back and let me know what you guys think. Because I would love to get a consensus of where everybody's at the 2 year mark. What everybody believes. Because it seems, from what I'm seeing, it seems like most people are thinking around the same lines as me. You know what I mean? A lot of people are trying to find a definite, how it happened and who was involved. But that being said, I think most of us are in the same boat, the same category. It's like we think something bad happened to her and it was covered up. But anyways, guys, do me a huge favor. Take a moment out of your day today and say a little prayer for this little girl. Ain't gonna take you but a couple minutes just to say a little prayer. That's all I'm asking. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, guys. It's your boy, the Piscine Predator, aka TPP. And until next video, I'm out, y'all. Much love. Peace.